guys. So, built a couple last night. We've got one of my custom dial builds. I'm a big fan of the AH-64 McDonnell Douglas Apache. So I thought we should put one of those on a dial, right? That'd be cool. So I've made a couple dials. This one is the silver with black background. So I've got the Apache sitting there. Did it in I did a chemical strip case that I then added black to and scuffed down. So we've got a nice rough scuffed case. Okay, Google, volume 1. Gotta talk over that, jeez. Did a chemical stripped bezel on this, and then I backfilled in black, and then baked that. Then I went back and added some black paint throughout, scuffed it, blended it in, and then added some clear coat on there. So also did the same with the dial after we did the pips. So more I guess vintage plain-esque, you know. Just thought it was a good look to it. So box hock engraved on the side there. It's kind of scuffed down. There you can see it. Silver handset, custom painted black. Second hand, it's black with a silver pip dot. One of my aviator style straps, 2-piece Italian leathers. Brushed buckle on the end, and we got the exhibition case back. One of my retro kind of style rotors where I just did my logo off to the side of a stock rotor. Stainless steel movement holder going on around there. And that's the build. I didn't do anything on the crown because I was like, well, can't put an anchor. That would make sense. Commandersky logo wouldn't make really sense either, and a hammer sickle wouldn't either. So I thought, well, I can just run it stock. It's not for anybody specific. It's going to just be, you know, waffled on the page and be part of a winner's choice. So whomever gets it, if they go, hey man, can you put an R on there? And I can do that later. So no big deal. But that is the build as a whole. And as always go over how they work. Tension ring holds these on, so they'll go left, they'll go right. They will not click. You just kind of set it where you want it to be. These are automatic mechanical, so you can wind them, you can wear them, or you can put them on a winder. But if it is completely dead, back off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. That's your wind setting. At that point, you can wind. This direction winds it, this direction does nothing, but it's a lot easier to space your fingers out and just go back and forth. If you do this for about 4 seconds before you put it on, you will keep time throughout the day, even if you're not very active. If you do it for something closer to 20-25 seconds, you will max out your 31-hour power reserve. You just don't know when that is because you can wind it all day. But that's what I do because I built this yesterday, and I have to make sure that at today, the time is proper, which means the hands are seated, the movement's going good. So I basically just do this. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:04 a.m.
It's 11:04 a.m. So that says 11:05. Decently close. Could be 11:05 right now, or now, or now. It doesn't tell me when it's going to change anyway. But you can regulate them. So if you see that, see if I can do this looking at the camera. So see this one right here going up and down. That one right there. If you want it to go faster, see the minus and the plus right here. Might be super small to see, but there's a dot right above my pen. It's pointing more towards the minus. If you pull this lever down, it will make this go more towards the middle. It depends on how you wear them, whether you need to regulate it to go a little bit faster or run a little bit slower. So if you pull this down, never touch this one right here. This will do your beat. This right here will regulate within a minute. So you can take this and you can put it like all the way over here if you want. But you'll just bump it just slightly to make it run a little bit faster. Or bump it just slightly this way to make it run a little bit slower. So that's how that regulates. So this is just a tension ring. Well, it's not tension ring. mean, it is a ring and it does put tension on it. I guess you'd call it a compression ring. Compresses this down. So, and then this pop out. Caseback pops out. And then you can regulate it, and then you pop this back down, screw that back down, and then crank it down. So, in case you didn't know, now you know. But, okay, Google, what time is it? It'll say 11:05.
It's 11:06 a.m.
11:06, see? Now it's set perfectly. So as you can see, that's why I didn't adjust it. But anyway, if you pull it to the one and only click, now you can set your time. We already know it's at 11:06 a.m., but that just shows you how that works. So you'll notice you got a wobble crown. It deflects lateral pressure on the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, it is rolling with it, okay? Design feature, not a design issue. And it's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. So she said 11:06. And it makes it nice and easy to push it right back over and thread back down. So that is the Apache build. As always, comes with matching bead set. This one will come in man. This one will come in a silver BVW box, special edition. It will come with watch cleaner. It's good on all metal and glass parts. Non-toxic, non-residue, non-streaking. Some leather conditioner to keep this Italian leather strap nice and soft. You just put a little bit on, rub it in, let it sit for a bit, rub off any excess. And then lastly, you're going to have some fine scratch remover, which is Novus to, man, I got blue. Did a really cool bezel, which I can probably show you guys here in a second. But blue paint on me. So this is an acrylic glass. You can scratch it. If you do, just put a little bit on it and buff it out, going back and forth against it using something like your microfiber, and generate some heat behind your thumb, and that will go out nice and quickly. So just to show you why I've got blue. We did an older paratrooper dial. So we're just letting it, just making sure it's fine, which it is. It's kept the proper time throughout the day. Actually, it is a minute faster there. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:08 a.m.
11:08 a.m. Okay, never mind. It's flipping perfect. So did that, but we thought I custom painted blue bezel will look cool. So I've been working on that. So a little bit of blue there. But that'll be that build. So I thought that would look cool in there. That is a venture for here later today. The wife wanted to build that, so we're helping her walk through that stuff. Make sure she knows how to do everything. So she did seat the hands. Second time she seated some hands. So, but those are the builds, guys. I appreciate your time. And if you want to continue to see more, like and subscribe. And if you want to hear my ramblings as well, sometimes those happen. So thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.